Hi,
Who's the
Savita.
kind?
Hi, Urmila.
Hi, Sophie.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the sixth official meeting and our open house of the Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters. Every time we meet, we explore what evaluation can truly be. Normally, evaluation is seen as feedback to improve delivery. But in this club, we go deeper. We analyze not just the performance, but the structure, the voice, and today, as part of this, you will see how evaluation becomes a powerful tool for transformation. This reminds me of a story that captures this idea so Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, said, simple can be hard than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. Jobs believed that true innovation wasn't about adding more and more. It was about stripping away the unnecessary until only the essence remained. In the same way, evaluation is not about overwhelming a speaker with dozens of comments. It is about clarity, shining a light on what truly matters in their speech and helping them sharpen their message so it resonates with the audience. And that is what makes this club unique. We don't stop at the surface. We refine, simplify, and help speakers uncover the essence of their communication. So before we begin, just a quick reminder for a smooth and engaging experience. Please join from a quiet place with a certain internet connection. Keep your videos on, possible. It helps us stay connected. Use reaction, a clap, a thumbs up, or a heart to encourage us viewers. And now, it's my honor to hand over the meeting to the driving force of this club, our president, DTM Jyotika Shetty, whose vision and passion continues to inspire us to aim higher every day. Over
Thank
to
you
you.
very, thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Savita Salyan, for that beautiful smile and a beautiful message that you started this meeting with. If you have keenly observed what Savita mentioned, she said that evaluation is a place where we help speakers sharpen their message. And today, really, what stood out for me in this agenda is the fact that I saw members taking up roles that they have not taken up earlier. Today is an open house, although at least till now we are members of the club here, and I'm just looking forward for more to join in as we move along. But what really stands out for me is the fact that we're really sharpening the saw today. There were two lumberjacks who got into a contest, and one of them, and both of them were so bent on winning that contest that they started sharpening. They started um, they started participating in the contest, while one of them was busy breaking those logs of wood. He didn't take a break in between, and he said that, oh my god, if I do that, I'll just lose out, so I just don't want to take a break, let me just keep continuing. Whereas the other one took breaks every single hour. Someone went and asked him, why are you taking breaks in between, whereas your competitor is continuously cutting those logs into pieces? You will lose out. So he said, no, I am not going to do that, because during those breaks, what I'm doing is sharpening my saw. Because at the end of it, the lumberjack who actually stopped for every single hour won the contest. Because instead of taking a break, he was actually sharpening his saw. And that goes on to show that each and every time we are doing something, we have to take a break, and take a break to rejuvenate, recalibrate our mind. Now, today I'm not asking you to take a break, but what I'm asking you to do is do a role or take up a role that you have not done. When we keep taking up the same role, we kind of become rusty or quite comfortable, right, in what we are doing. But when you take up other roles, you get comfortable, you sharpen your saw, and you also sharpen your skill. And that's the whole point of this particular club. That is to sharpen our evaluation skills. Now, today we really have an exciting meeting in place with new members taking up new roles, and I'm really excited for that. But before that, we have to conduct a few business rules or business items in the agenda. And before that, let me welcome each one of you. Warm welcome to this meeting, to our sixth meeting of Champion Evaluators. Today is also an open house, so please distribute the flyer to as many people as possible, to your contacts, and ask them to join this meeting so they get to know what this meeting is all about. I'd also like to take this opportunity to welcome our Area 4 Director, Toastmaster Sandhya Nayak. A warm welcome to our club, Toastmaster Sandhya. Let's all clap for our Area Director, Toastmaster Sandhya Nayak. Warm welcome. With that being said, let's move on to the next segment, which is the guest introduction. Today we have no guests yet, but we have two of our members, our new members. But I'm not going to let them introduce themselves on their own. But I'd like to call our VP membership, Vice President membership, distinguished Toastmaster Lyra Pinto, who will not only welcome them, but also induct them to our club formally. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our Vice President membership, distinguished Toastmaster Lyra Pinto, to conduct the induction of our two brand new members. Over to you, Lyra.
Yeah, thank you, President Jyotika, DTM Jyotika Shetty. Good evening, Toastmasters. It is now my duty and privilege to induct our new members, Toastmaster Anu Sharma and Toastmaster Warden Cordero, into the Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion both for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters Club seeking to improve their communication and leadership. And now we have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I now request our new members to turn on their videos if they haven't. Anu and Warden. Warden is already, the video is on. Anu, please turn on your video. I also request that the other participants withhold their applause until the induction ceremony is completed. Toastmaster Anu and Toastmaster Warden, you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As members of this club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Once I read out the oath, I request you to positively respond to this firm organization. Dear new members, in the presence of my fellow members of Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters Club, do you make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply yourselves to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationships with fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters. Will you, Anu and Warren?
Yes,
Yes, I will.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I now request the club members to kindly turn on their videos and reply to the oath below. Do you, the club members of Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters Club, pledge to support our new members in their quest for self-development, to provide them with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give them opportunities to help others, and to make the Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Yes, members? Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
Yes, we do.
absolutely, we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and friends, please unmute yourselves. You're already unmuted. If you haven't, please do. And join me in welcoming our new members, Toastmaster Warden and Toastmaster Anu Sharma, to our Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters Club with a thunderous round of applause. Thank you. Welcome, Anu.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Over to
Thank
you,
you.
President.
Thank you, Lyra. Would you like to introduce them as well, Lyra?
Yeah, Toastmaster
introduction.
Warden is a member of Konkan Toastmasters Club for the past 4 years. Warden, am I right?
Yeah, 3.5
4
years something. Yeah.
3.5. Okay, and we'll make it round it up to 4. And he is presently the VP membership. And Toastmaster Warden is placed in Bangalore. He's blessed with 2 kids and a beautiful wife, and is working. I forgot for what he's working. Anyway, I already put it on the group. Welcome, Warden. And our Anu Sharma, Toastmaster Anu, is a member, past immediate president of Port Town Advanced Toastmasters, and most of you or most of us know her. She's a good soul, not that Warden is a bad soul. A charming personality. Yeah, a good, what to say, a lovely person like Warden is. Okay, with this, I hand over to the president, Toastmaster
Thank you.
Jyotika.
Thank you very much, Lyra. Let's all give our new members a huge round of applause, and to our VP membership, Lyra Pinto, who has done a lovely job in inducting them. Thank you very much, Lyra. I'll just add a small sentence from my side, especially for Anu. If you don't know Mangalore much, I suggest you just call Anu. If you want to arrange something in Mangalore, I suggest you call Anu, because I don't think any of us are as busy or is as well connected as Anu in Mangalore. She's one person who is so well connected and knows everyone in Mangalore, and she's the most busiest person that Mangalore could ever see. And when I say that, mark my word, from the Assistant Commissioner of Police to the District Commissioner of Police, she all knows them very well. All right, that's
I
Anu.
second you on that.
And she's instrumental in putting a lot of events last year also for Division F, not Division F, for PTAT as well as Division F together. Thank you very much. Warren, warm welcome, Warren. Warren also is a LEAP student as well, and also the son of distinguished Toastmaster Anita Cordero, who's a Toastmaster for more than 25 years. It's definitely an honor and pleasure to have both of you as members of our club. And we really hope that you learn and grow in this journey of evaluation in this club of champion evaluators. Warm welcome. With that being said, we have, sorry, someone, all right. With that being said, we have one important business item that we have to conduct today. A couple of weeks back, I had posted a poll to shift our to understand your opinion, to shift our meeting from 2nd and 4th Thursdays to 2nd and 4th Mondays of the week. The week is exactly going to be the same. It's just that we're moving from Thursday to Monday. And the majority of them, that is all our members except for 2 of them, were in favor of moving the day. However, the 2 members who said whose answer was no, they were also okay to move the days from Thursday to Monday, and they would be available for the meeting whenever it's possible for them to do so. And therefore, today it is important for us to present it in front of the voting members so that we can put it on records and have a consent, because voting members are the ones who will actually decide whether we can shift this or not. Now, the whole objective of putting this in place, or rather even this request that was made to the member or is being made to the members, is because we have a few new members who had asked us or expressed their intention to join the club. However, they also expressed their limitation or the restriction they had to come on Thursday because of, I think, their commitment in another club. That was especially, I mean, I have to give you statistics with regards to this kind of a request being made. We had one was our own member, that was Phyllis Maria de Costa, who had requested this change because she's also a member of another club. And there were two more members. One was Kalika and the other one was Neil. However, I'm not very sure if they will again join the club, but this was a request. So while this was conducive for everyone, we thought that it could be adopted as a part of a club routine so that it could facilitate others to join the club. And that's the reason today I'm putting a poll in front of you to take it or to adopt it in a more formal fashion and manner. Therefore, I'll now run the poll and please provide your opinion or your consent to moving it to Thursday, from Thursday to Monday. I'm just launching the poll now. So request everyone to, are you able to? Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it.
All right. Eleven of us. 13 members, right? All right, let me just bring the quorum in place in the first place. We are 23 members in the club as of today, 23 paid members. So majority, that would be 50 plus 1. We need at least about 13 of them to actually conduct this this poll as well as pass this poll formally. And therefore, I'd like to request the secretary to confirm to me if we have the required quorum in place. If you could just count and see, excluding the members who've been inducted today, because I think they are yet to be paid to TI. And therefore, the paid members, that would be Daryl. Divya, if you could please count and confirm to me.
There are 18, no, 17.
Yeah, so it's
Yes.
Daryl, Jyotika, Divya,
16.
Sophie, Lyra, Urmila ma'am, Deepa, Srivatsa, Dr. Ballal, Radhika, Ashima, Malini, Matilda ma'am,
Matilda
13 of
Pinto.
us. Yes, we are 13 of us. All right, and we have 14 votes here. I don't know who the 14th person is who has voted, but we have sufficient quorum as well as the required number, majority who have said yes. In fact, it's 100% of the answers say yes. And I would now like to end the poll, 14 plus me, 15 here. Can you all see the result? Okay. Divya, could you please take a
Yes, yes.
screenshot of this? Please take a screenshot. Done? Keep that on records, all right? In the minutes of the meeting.
Sure, sure.
All right. So that means, which means from October onwards, our first meeting will be on a Monday. And that would be 8th of October. 8th of October, which is a Monday.
13th
Therefore,
October.
Sorry?
13th of October, you're right.
13th, right? 13th is a Monday, I feel. Yeah. So 13th of October will be our next meeting, which is a Monday. So 2nd and 4th Mondays of the month, we will not be meeting on Thursdays anymore. We will now be meeting on Mondays starting from October onwards. And the first meeting will be on 13th of October, 2025. Thank you very much, dear members, for that smooth voting. We will now move on to the main crux of the meeting, and I'd like to call upon or invite on stage our VP membership, who is also the finance manager of District 92. Sorry, VP PR. I'm so sorry. I always keep getting
I got a
confused with
shock. Why again?
Sorry. All right. He's also the district finance manager of District 92, as well as the VP education of Let's Debate Toastmasters. He's got a lot of things on his plate, who wears a lot of caps as well, hats as well. And it is my pleasure and honor to welcome on stage the Toastmaster of the evening, Distinguished Toastmaster Srivatsa GN, to take the meeting forward. Over to you, Srivatsa.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Jyotika. Hello, champions. How are you all doing?
All
I
good,
can't.
Vatsa.
Perfect. I need answers from your end
Super.
because if there is no answer, there is no energy in the room. Can I get a loud shout out from your end? Please unmute and go ahead.
Super.
Fantastic.
Great.
Fantastic.
Amazing, amazing,
Fabulous.
amazing, amazing. I've heard this one of the quote. The purpose of evaluation is not to judge but to inspire. I completely resonate with this quote because here we are present in the meeting to get inspired by the evaluators and move ahead in our journey. Without any further ado, let me explain the meeting structure. Our meeting is divided into 3 segments. The first is the prepared speech segment where the prepared speaker comes on stage and deliver the speech. And next is the evaluation session where 2 evaluators will be evaluating the same speech, and third is a panel evaluation where panelists and panel moderator will have the discussion on the evaluation which is conducted. Without any further ado, let me introduce the timer role. Our timer for the day is Toastmaster Varun. He will be timing the speaker, evaluators, and also the panel discussion, and as per the timings provided. Now it's time for us to jump to the prepared speech section. Are you all ready? Excited? Can you please show the reaction buttons which is present on the Zoom? Very few. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. We have our prepared speaker who will be presenting the speech from the presentation mastery path level 2 project 3. The project is Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The purpose of the speech is to is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring, and the purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a mentee. Now, without further ado, let's welcome our speaker for the day. Our speaker for the day is Toastmaster Ashima Jain. Toastmaster Ashima Jain, can you please come on video? Yeah.
Yes.
Please
Thank you.
repeat. Please
Yeah.
repeat after me. I'm a
Yes.
champion.
I am a champion.
Thank you. Audio video is fine.
Great.
Toastmaster Ashima Jain, the lost soul. The lost soul, Ashima Jain, over to you.
Thank you. Before I begin, can I request a timer to be pinned so that I can see them easily? Great. Good evening, my dear Toastmasters. They say a seed holds a future that needs nurturing. A child blossoms when cared for by parents, grandparents, caregivers, or grandparents. But when that nurturing is missing, the child begins to yearn for love, often searching for it as acceptance from others. Let me share a story with you all. Guria, a 9-year-old, a bubbly little girl who loved daydreaming, yet she was bullied and often made butt of jokes. Troubled and hurt, she went to her mother one day. Ma, I don't like school. Everyone teases me in class or bus. Can you please change my school? Her mother's reply was practical. We have already paid the fees, and finding another school won't be easy. Instead of consoling her, she dismissed Guria's pain. She never raised the topic again or asked how she is coping. Whenever Guria tried to bring it up, she would be told, "You worry too much," or "learn not to react." A 9-year-old cannot make sense of complex emotions. Over the time, the pattern of rejection grew. Gudiya was teased often by her parents, brother, in front of relatives. Relatives poked fun. The ridicule was small but relentless. The consequence was enormous. She learned to stop sharing her feelings. She began to believe that when what others did to her, she deserved. I am good for nothing, she thought. Slowly, she started rejecting her own feelings and with them a part of herself. Years later, as a young adult, Gudiya finally sought help from a psychologist. In one of their sessions, the psychologist asked gently, Gudiya, when you were a child and went to your mother for comfort, what really you need? With tears in her eyes, she whispered, just to be heard, to be held, to feel that pain mattered. The psychologist nodded and said, you see, that what lagged wasn't strength. What you lacked was nurturing. Children don't need perfect parents, they need present parents. When nurturing is absent, a child doesn't stop feeling, they just stop expressing. And that silence slowly kills their belief in themselves. That conversation was a turning point for Gudiya. She realized that her worth had never depended on others' acceptance. It was always within herself. She started acknowledging her feelings and emotions. Gudiya, children don't need food, shelter, or education. They need emotional validation to know but that their feelings are real and worthy of attention. What when this is missing, they spend their entire adulthood seeking approval from the world rather than trusting their own worth. Those words struck Gudiya deeply. For the first time, she realized her struggle weren't her fault. She wasn't weak. She wasn't unworthy. She had simply been left without nurturing she needed. And from that realization began her healing. Friends, this is what happens when the soil is left barren. The seeds sprout, but it never reaches the sky. Nurture isn't optional. It's the air that child needs to breathe on to make him whole. And this is where a mentor makes all the difference in any form. A mentor brings out your best, not molding you into someone else, but by letting you who you are. You shine by letting you who you are. A true mentor becomes the nurturing soil, the guiding light, and the gentle hand that says, you are enough, you can grow, you can bloom. So tonight, I leave you with this thought that if you had a mentor, cherish them. And if you can be a mentor, become one. Because you never know which seed of potential waiting quietly in silence needs your care to blossom. Thank you. Over to you, Shrivasta, Timon.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashima, for the speech. Can we have a huge round of applause for her? Now, I request Toastmaster Varun to provide a time taken by the speaker, Toastmaster Ashima.
Um, Speaker took 6 minutes 18 seconds.
Thank you. Please note evaluators, 6 minutes, 8 seconds. Now I request the Zoom moderator to send the evaluator, Toastmaster Radhika Adapa and Divya D'Souza to the breakout room.
They're both joined.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Ashima, is it possible to come on video? Yeah. Just a question. What made you to choose this particular story for this particular speech?
I would say that it's a personal story that I wanted to say on a third person. And for me, mental health is very important that we often overlook. So, in a lot of cases, we don't often seek a help, but at times, that help really does changes within us a lot of things and can be so fruitful. So, yes, that was the motivation for me to say the story.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just forgot to mention, Toastmaster Varun, please show the red signal once 5 minutes is up so that we can get the evaluator one into the room. Following that, it's an open question for all the members who are present over here. Why is mentor important in your life? Ignore Toastmasters journey. Let's take in general sense, why is mentor important in your life? Anyone can go ahead and answer.
Can I?
Yes, please.
Yes, because I just finished this project and done this earlier in my other paths as well. So I think a mentor in Toastmasters eventually also becomes a mentor for life. That is my realization. I've had in medical school, we shadow someone, in
Hmm.
Delhi, we are allotted in a sort of central medical school, somebody that we shadow and he becomes our mentor in medical education. But at that time, they mentor very little of what you do, how you behave, interpersonal, and your personality and all that. But in Toastmasters, I've noticed, which is one of the best mentoring programs. My mentors over the years, without naming them, are stalwarts in Toastmasters already on their own right, by their own right, but they've become my mentors for life. So they not only point out my speech defects and congratulate me when things go good, but they also point out things that may not be very good, and they hold the mirror to me. So I think a mentor holds a mirror to you, and that's the
Wonderful.
biggest thing that one can have from a mentor as a protege.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that insight, distinguished Toastmaster C.K. Bilal. Anyone else who want to go with the same question? We have time. I do not want to have this room in silence. Yes, please go ahead, distinguished Toastmaster Deepa.
Thank you, Modi. Actually, in my opinion, none of us are perfect. But we can complement each other to make ourselves perfect. So when we have, as Ditam CK mentioned, if we have a mirror in front of us, we will be able to reflect on our what is that, how we can improve to the next level. And if those the mentors, if they are ready to support us, why not take it? That is my point about mentors. And I have so many mentors, and all my success, all my Toastmasters success, I happily I will dedicate to those people, to those mentors. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been become this version of Deepa. So I'm so proud that I'm proud and grateful to all those mentors. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. A last one person who wants to go forward and provide us their insights. Yes, please go ahead, Toastmaster Shalin.
Hi, good evening, everyone. When you cannot take any decision in life, when you cannot know which direction to go, mentor is the one who lifts you up and shows the direction. So I think it's very important. I had many mentors in Toastmasters, particularly in Toastmasters, who have helped me to change the way I am today. And I'm grateful to them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, mentor is someone whom or who will get introduced into our life as a stranger, but the destiny tells a different thing because we share our thoughts, exchange, and we meet, we greet, and at last we become the best friends so that you will have a person with whom you can share a lot many things. Yes, the red card is up. With this, I request Zoom moderator to get the first evaluator into the room. Thank you. I request evaluator 1, Toastmaster Radhika Adappa, to come on video. And please repeat after me. I'm a champion.
I'm a champion.
Thank you so much. Your audio and video is all set. Please go ahead.
Good evening, Toastmasters, and Ashima in particular. Ashima, your speech title, The Lost Soul, did capture my interest even before the meeting when you had shared your title in advance. And what a wonderful anecdote to complement that title. You brought in the story of Gudia and narrated it so beautifully. I must congratulate you on your effective, use of pauses, where you underlined and every message was backed up with some quote or the other, which again added and emphasized the message you wanted to give to the audience. So Gudia's story, especially about being bullied and being rejected from her own family, where they also make fun because they don't see much, they don't see much uh, any the impact that has on some most children when they are sensitive, because maybe each one is different when it comes to sensitivity. You, especially when you use the quote about the seed and the child and how they blossom when they are nurtured, and what happens when you are not heard. All this made a good body for your speech. Now, what could you have done better? Maybe you could have stood up. You could have stood up and used a little more gestures, and you could have also, the objective of the speech was mentoring. You could have brought out a few mentoring, towards the end, you could have connected mentoring and how mentoring of Toastmaster, especially in Toastmaster, which is one of the purpose when a statement of the speech. And also you could have connected, added, there was a little more time. You could have added a personal anecdote, maybe related to Toastmasters or otherwise, which could have, personalized the whole speech and could have, because there was time. I felt there was a lot of time to add in another anecdote. Now, like I said, I really appreciate your use of language, the quotes, how you used effective pauses and really narrated a very touching story and very relatable. And again, what you could do better was probably connected to your personal anecdote and Toastmasters. All the best, Ashima. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Radhika. As you all are aware, we evaluate based on the judges' ballot. The judges' ballot of evaluation is shared in our group chat. Please do put up your points over there so that once the panel discussion is happening, you can evaluate yourself where you stand and how you can improve yourself with the judges' ballot as well. I request timer Please show the red card once 1 minute is up. Thank you so much. Now I request Zoom moderator to get the evaluators to the main room. Thank you so much. I request Toastmaster Divya D'Souza to come on video.
Can you? Yes.
Please repeat after me. I'm the champion.
I'm a champion.
Thank you so much. Your audio and video is all set. The stage is all yours.
Thank you. So thank you, Ashima, for your speech titled The Lost Soul. When I heard that for a moment, I thought we might need to call a rescue team, because once you started speaking, I realized that your words themselves were the rescue. Right from the start, your title intrigued us. It carried mystery, depth, and even curiosity. You pulled us right in. Your speech revolved and touched a universal theme of feeling lost, something everyone has experienced one point in their lifetime, whether it's at studies or in their marriages or personal life. We've all had those moments of searching for that direction. And you described all of those feelings so clearly that we could almost walk. Sorry. We could almost walk. Can you hear me? Yeah, we could almost walk along with you with that story, especially with that metaphor that you talked about, the seed story. It really tugged at my heart when you were talking about the way the seed being nurtured and planted, and it connected it so beautifully with the importance of a mentor that is so powerful and so relatable, and giving us a visual metaphor of how guidance can really help growth and help us to flourish as a speaker also was really appreciated. I also appreciated the emotional story about the girl being bullied and not receiving support. And that story really tugged at our hearts and reminded us the impact of mentoring and encouragement and at different levels. But a few of my recommendations that could have made your speech a little more stronger, a few suggestions. With such a beautiful emotional story, I felt that if you had used a little more vocal variety, and especially adding tonal shifts and strategic pauses, that could have emphasized the speech more. For example, you said the pattern of rejection increased. I would have rather you used the pattern of rejection increased, or the consequences were enormous. So maybe a little more tonal shifts could have really taken your story to a little more level, and a little more eye contact would have engaged the audience a little more and help us feel that you are really speaking directly to us, drawing us in your story. The project objective was really about introducing to Toastmasters mentoring, and you were encouraged to weave your own experience as a protege and a mentor. So sharing an example of how a mentor guided you would have strengthened the connection between your speech and the project's objective. So this addition would have made your message not just emotional, but also personally reflected. In summary, you developed a speech with a great title, a strong metaphor, emotional depth. You're stronger, and your story also highlighted the importance of mentoring beautifully. by adding more tonal variety, pausing, a strong audience connection, and weaving your own experience would have taken it to the next level. Congratulations for an amazing speech, and I wish you all the best. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Divya. Now, we'll maintain 1 minute of silence. In meantime, I request everyone to mark your ballots. Timer, please show the red card once 1 minute is up. Thank you so much.
And launch the poll.
Yeah. Now I request Toastmaster Varun to provide the timer's report for the evaluators.
Thank you, TM Modi. Evaluator Radhika took 3 minutes 11 seconds, and evaluator Divya took 3 minutes 30 seconds.
Thank you so much. I request moderator to put up the poll so that everyone can vote for the best evaluator. I hope everyone are able to see the polls on your screen. Please do vote.
Okay, that's Divya D'Souza, all right, not Divya DeCosta.
So sorry.
I'm so sorry. Closing the poll.
Hope everyone have voted for the best evaluator role. Now it's time for the exciting session for which we are named after. Now, I hope you all are ready. Before that, let me ask you all to unmute yourself and give a big woo before we move on to the next session. Can I get that, please?
Woo!
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's now time to move on to the panel evaluation session. Without any further ado, let me welcome the panel moderator. Panel moderator, who is one of our charter member of Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters Club. Without further delay, let's put a thunderous round of applause for our panel moderator, distinguished Toastmaster Chandrakumar Ballal. Over to you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. My debut role in this club as a moderator for the panel. I have two distinguished people in my panel, two distinguished Toastmasters, both of them really distinguished, not only in true sense of the word. I have Hema Urmila Shetty, distinguished Toastmaster, and distinguished Toastmaster Ms. Surendran. I just want to tell my panelists that we have a total of 20 minutes, and we're going to time at 10, 15, and 20. And I'm going to alternate between the two of you, not in any particular order, on your views on how the evaluators evaluated the speech. This is obviously clear to you. So we are evaluating the evaluators and not obviously the speaker. So my question first to DTM Surendran is to ask you, as to what impressed you the most in the analytical quality of first taking up the first evaluator, Radhika Dappa, the analytical quality in her evaluation. I can't hear you. Are you muted? No, can't hear you.
Hello.
Can anyone else hear her? Oh, in the meantime, if you get
Yeah,
your,
we could hear her now, doctor.
can you hear?
We could hear
Hello?
her just now.
Is it okay?
Yes, slightly louder, but okay for me. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening to everyone. And in my opinion, Toastmaster Radhika has done a wonderful analysis of the speech. But as per Toastmasters evaluation, we are supposed to evaluate the speech, not the content. So, in my opinion, the evaluator has to focus on the parameters of the speech rather than focusing on the content. So that is one thing. That one thing, if she would have, shifted her attention to all the other things, like the speech quality, the gestures. I mean, she commented on the gestures for sure, but other aspects of the speech as well. Then it would have been great. That is my opinion.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll just stick to one point at a time because the other points will be taken up later. Now, Ditya Urmila Shetty, Dr. Urmila Shetty, what are your views on the analytical quality of Radhika's evaluation? Louder, please. Please unmute yourself. I think both of you can keep yourself unmuted. Urmila, you are muted. I'm sorry. You are muted.
Unmute.
Unmute, okay.
Oh, yeah, great.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah.
She said that I evaluate what she said, right? Answers to
Analytical
the
quality of her evaluation.
The analytic quality was combined and balanced with the content, as Deepa remarked. So, but in a way, the content was important also, and she made some good points about the method, her recommendations, how she might stand up, use gestures, and so on, and how mentoring could be also how she could have joined up mentoring in Toastmasters also. And she added that a personal anecdote might have helped.
Thank you.
Whether it is in her personal life or in her Toastmaster journey. And she said the use of languages, effective pauses, all that was good.
Thank you. Can I just have the timer? Can somebody ping the timer for me, please? Warren should be so that my panelists can see. Yeah, so we'll see where we are for time. Okay. Now, I just want you to be very specific as we go on. I know we are all doing it for the first time. Your answer should be very tailored to the questions that I ask. Basically, not the whole thing, but the analytical quality of the evaluation. Okay. How she evaluated of the speech, the analytical quality in evaluation of the speaker's speech. Now, and not the whole evaluation itself. Now, let's go to the second part. That is the recommendations. Madam Urmila, can I just ask you? Now I'm going on to the second speaker, and before going on to that, I would like to ask you what you felt about the analytical quality of Divya D'Souza's evaluation. Did she analyze that speech, The Lost Soul, well? And if so, why you think so? And if not, why not?
I think she did. She analyzed very well. She said the asking for rescue came with the mentoring, and your words, as she explained, were themselves the rescue, which was a very good point to make. And other than that, of course, she gave other recommendations and so on. But I think the analytical quality came from that.
Yeah. What do you think, Ms. Surendran, DTM Surendran? Deepa,
Thank
if
you
I
very
can.
much. Yes, you can call me Deepa. That's what I wanted to mention. Easier. Her analytical quality was really good. I would categorize under very good, and she covered all the points very well. Thank
Yeah.
you.
What is that impressed you most? Why do you say it was good?
Because it was she was really focusing on the objectives of the speech.
Okay. But if you leave the objectives, what appealed to you most in her analytical quality?
She was really kind and cool and calm in her
Okay.
approach.
Okay. Right. I felt that at one point when she told about in the analytical quality, the tying up of the tying up the title with what she opened her speech, the opening itself is where the whole of analysis was summarized. In both the speeches, Radhika said she could guess, I mean, the title touched her and she commented on that. And the second speaker, Divya, said the title is a universal theme, the lost soul. So I think both of them did that. Now, can we just go on to, in some kind of random order, about to you, Deepa? What did you think about the recommendations given by Divya D'Souza? And where do you think she could have improved that?
Her recommendations were positive and specific and helpful as well. If I mean, but considering the time, I'll be. I mean, I may be like I may look as a cruel person, but if she would have had time, I'm sure she would have touched the other aspects of the speech, not only the title, but more on the specific mentoring aspects. That would have been
Well,
really added
but
value.
that is not for us to say. She has to finish all that within the time constraint. So did she use the
Exactly.
time well with regard to recommendations? Because she was
Yeah, I
spot
mean,
on 3:30. So what is it that touched you most in her recommendations?
yes, she covered everything. So many positives she listed out. The language was really good, and as you mentioned, the title was heart touching. And then she commented on visual emotions, and then the story as well. And she suggested on the vocal variety as well. One thing maybe to be avoided, the usage of but. The evaluation gurus suggest it is not good to use the words but or however in evaluations. It is very easy, I mean it is very difficult, sorry, not easy. But still, let me suggest that to the evaluator to
Yeah.
take it to the next level.
Urmila, what touched you the most in her recommendations? One point, if you can say, in Divya D'Souza's recommendations, which stood out and made your head turn.
Actually, I didn't get the whole of it, but she said she sort of used language to show how it could have been done. She said the pattern of rejection increased and something, but I couldn't quite catch the rest of it. I thought that was very well done. Apart from her recommendations about vocal variety, tonal shifts, strategic pauses, and eye contact, that I thought was very good.
Yeah. Uh, did you think, for both of you, it's a combined question, one line answer, one sentence answer, was the recommendation demonstrated? Because the speaker must benefit from the recommendation. Was the recommendation demonstrated by the evaluator? Because that is the acme of any kind of evaluation.
For the second evaluator, yes.
She demonstrated the recommendation,
Yes,
by saying
yes,
that, how
that's
she
what
could modulate the voice. Would you agree with that, Urmila? Would you agree with
yes,
that?
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Now coming to
In fact,
Radhika,
I said it.
yeah, Radhika's recommendations from Radhika's evaluation. Can I come to you first, Deepa? Radhika's
Yes.
recommendations. We are doing well for time.
Okay. As I mentioned earlier, the focus of the evaluator was too much on the content, in my opinion. But if the focus was shifted to other aspects of the speech, it would have been really good. But
Which other
provided
aspects? I must interrupt you here. Which other aspects? Because saying other is very broad. Which other
Mhm.
aspects?
Other positives about of the speech, she had used a flowery language, and the visual appearance was really good. The emotional connection with that particular speech, and then specifically mentioning about the title, and then the vocal variety recommendation would have been given. I mean, if you compare both the evaluators, it is very evident that these aspects could also be included in the evaluation, because next speech from the speaker may not be on the particular same content. So content, enhancing the content may not be that helpful for the speaker. We have to give generic parameters. We have to comment on the generic aspects of the speech
Okay. Okay.
as
Thank you. I
mentioned
got your point.
Toastmasters objective.
Urmila, what do you feel about the recommendations
I
given
think
by
the question.
Radhika?
Yes, I think one that was good was she referred to the speech objectives, and she said perhaps making a specific example of your own and for your in family or in Toastmasters would be good. I think that was
Yes.
a good point.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think that's something thanks for pointing it out, because very clearly Radhika said that a personal story would have gone a long way, because someone else's story, a personal story, would have gone a long way from the speaker, in the evaluation. So they could have said that a personal story would have been brought out, and also the point in the recommendation that if it should have stood up and delivered the speech rather than sitting. So that I think
Yeah.
was a very good recommendation to take home for the next time, not only for her, for everyone, but in particular for the speaker today. Now, coming to the third part, that is the technique, because that too is of the essence. So two parts that we're going to take now is the technique that was used by the evaluator and the summation. Okay, so I go to you, Urmila, first on Radhika. Was the technique commendable and specific, and something that the speaker would benefit from?
Yes, I think the text depended on analysis with the slight reference to the story itself. She pointed out the chief structure, which was the matter for the lead, and then she added her recommendation. She had even use of language, effective pauses, and so on, and she summarized.
Okay.
Saying
What about you,
that mentoring should
Deepa?
be connected to your own mentoring and to Toastmasters. She summarized
Thank you,
it like
Deepa.
that.
What about you? What did you feel about Radhika's technique?
Yeah, she was really good, and she was sympathetic, sensitive, and motivational as well on the points she covered. And one suggestion, as evaluator, we ourselves need to present in a better manner, because evaluation itself is a speech. So adjusting the camera would have been really beneficial, and more, it would have been, her comments would have been well received by the audience. So otherwise, she's a real sympathetic and sensitive person, and she is a motivator too. That's what I felt.
If there's one point that you can drive home to Radhika about her technique, what is it that you will say, Deepa?
To Radhika, adjust the camera. Technical knowledge is required when we are participating in an
Okay, I
online
misunderstood
environment.
it. I thought you said Radhika should have adjusted the camera. Okay,
Yes.
right. Okay. So now we go on to the second evaluator, that is Divya D'Souza. Deepa, what did you feel about the technique of evaluation?
She was really good, as I already mentioned. She was really cool, and then very, what is that? Very good speaker. If she wants to go to the next level, then she can stand and present the evaluation, and she can consider about something related to, some packaging as well for the speech, because even it is 3.5 minutes, it is a speech, so it can be made more attractive. But at this moment, she's a real advanced level of evaluator.
Yeah. Now, by now, it's becoming a cliched question here. Urmila, what is that one point in Radhika's technique that you would like to point out to her?
Point out as a recommendation or
as a technique? What is it that one point you think stood out and one point that you would like for her to take home?
I think her opening was nice, asking for rescue, and she pointed out that the story touched a universal streak, and she had nice things to say. She said connected fully and so on. And she recommended a little vocal variety, tonal shifts, and strategic pauses. And she actually made a sentence saying how it could have been said. And uh, maybe she could have used an example of her own.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I thought one point which came out very clearly, which could perhaps been brought out in the technique, is the use of the term nature versus nurture, because they were talking about nurture all the time. And what was driving that girl, Gudia, was all along her nature, which had been modulated by her mother's stiff countenance to her and the way she approached the problem of bullying. So the nature was driving her. The nurturing was not enough at home. And to that point, I think to that extent, Divya's technique of pointing out that the daughter was actually not mentored properly by the mentor. So she was a good protege. She listened to her mother. So to that extent, it also fell into place with the particular project that she was handling, but personal story. Now, overall, now going on to the summation of both the speakers. Now you have to cover both of them. What did you think, Urmila, the summation by Radhika was and Divya was like? And what appealed to you in their summation?
I think my remark would be about objectives. So the objective was to talk about mentoring in their personal lives and in Toastmasters. And I think Radhika said that you should connect mentoring to your own and to Toastmasters. Divya is also a very confident speaker, and summation was the point she made, and yes, I think her summation was shorter, although the summation points came in all through her speech, but the summation was shorter than Radhika's.
Yeah, and Divya's summation?
I did Divya's just
okay, thank you. Deepa, what did you feel? You're covering Radhika first and then Divya with regard to summation.
Okay, I'll combine both of them. I mean, I have given them very good in 14 points as per the judging sheet, and whatever they commented during their evaluation, whatever recommendation they have incorporated, they summarized properly. Whatever they missed during the evaluation, that that they are not supposed to bring. But summation was proper, and I feel they will get 13, 14, 15 points as per the judging sheet.
Yes, thank you very much. And they were sympathetic all along. I felt that in the summation or somewhere along the line in the technique or body language that was used about the modulation, which was not, which was pointed out that there was not enough modulation, was demonstration could have been better. Nature versus nurture could have been pointed out. And in summary, a hurried summary, summarization should be avoided. Divya was just on time, a little bit beyond, and she would have been disqualified. Radhika had enough time on her hand, and so that's something that we all suffer from. That's a disadvantage we always have. We think we're running out of time, and then we try to make it hurried. But I would feel, is there anything that you can say as panelists here on how they could time. How could Radhika learn that she had still more time? How could she have used the time a little bit better? What would you tell an evaluator on how to use the time? That, they have 2, 2.5, and 3, right? How would you ask them to divide that time? Yourself, Deepa.
By practice only they can
Uh,
improve.
are you
And, sorry.
Sorry,
I
did
think
Urmila say
the
something?
yes, I liked nature versus nurture point you made, Dr. CK, and also I would like to add to that different seeds are different. So one may be more sensitive than someone else and
Okay,
require a different kind of nurture.
right.
But I think it's up to the pattern,
Yeah,
analytic,
thank you.
technique,
Yeah.
education.
Thank you very much. Like all good things must come to an end. The red flag is up, and we don't want to run beyond time that was allotted to us, because we have time for the speaker, for the evaluators to question the panelists, right? So Radhika goes first. Radhika, you have 1.5 minutes. So fire off. And the red flag must come at 1.5. Warren, just one flag at 1.5 minutes. You can take away the green. Yeah, right. Okay, over to you, Radhika.
I agree with DTM Deepa when she says I should learn the technology of handling or placing the camera. Definitely, I was trying my best, but still failed. But however, when she said that I focus too much on the body or the content of the speech, I felt, I had to bring out because it was about crafting of speech, basically, how it had an impact. Because after all, the body of the speech is also important. So unless I highlight that, uh, content is also important. It's not all about just gestures and body language. So there, I probably wouldn't agree completely, but she's the audience. She's a distinguished Toastmaster. I have to take more care, I think. Thank you.
Okay. And to Divya D'Souza, where are you? I can't see you.
I'm here.
Oh, right. Now,
Yes.
fire on. You can ask both. You can ask one or neither.
Actually, I have nothing to really ask. I had so much. I had just a lot of things that I could learn. This is, in fact, one of my first actual evaluations. So this is really,
Congratulations. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. So I really value all the commendations and recommendations that are given, and I hope to use them in my next evaluation speech. I did not even know that button, however, should not be used. So that is a very valuable input. And standing up. So the one, maybe I'd like to ask one question. Most people do talk about standing and presenting, but is it really necessary to stand and present while giving an evaluative speech for an online thing? I mean, how important is that? I just wanted to recheck.
I can, yeah, you can either of the panelists answer this?
I think I commented, so let me clarify. That was a recommendation if you want to take your evaluation to the next level, as because we consider evaluation as a speech. So always anyway, the contests are. I mean, we are specifically this club is for what is that, molding you as a champion speaker at the district level. So we would like to see you on the stage, standing, of course.
Urmila,
Yes.
your
Thank you.
take. You want to ask Urmila that?
I would agree with it. Standing up gives more yes, and so on. And so an online meeting must not stop
Yeah.
that very valuable aspect of speech making, the
Okay.
wider aspect of speech making. So maybe standing will help a little in that regard.
Okay, thank you, Urmila. Your voice in the beginning is not okay. Then it picks up and it becomes all right. So that's a kind of a slight melody with the volume and with the mute unmute button. Thanks very much. Divya, my personal recommendation with regard to standing is, I think it's very difficult in an online meeting to stand and do, but I think if you have a good swiveling chair, and if you can somehow have a contraption where you can just turn around and make believe a kind of body action, would probably, and I'm sure with all the devices that both Radhika and you have, I'm sure you can do it. I just wondered if at one stage you could have said that the speaker was perhaps, I just wondered if she was reading from a script. It is
Yeah,
something that cannot be commented upon, but I think there's something that should be avoided. And there's something that can be brought out as we rehearse our speeches. Reading from a script, even if it's an online, is a no-no. It takes away, and that's why I think to some extent the body language suffered, eye contact suffered, voice modulation suffered. That's my comment on this. And with this, I close my summary, and I hope you've all had a good time. And there's been some message to take over to the TMOD. Yes, Urmila, sorry. It is like one of those radio shows or TV shows where say, we're completely running out of time. I'm sorry. Over to the moderator, TMOD.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Chandra Kumar Bellal, for conducting the seamless panel discussion where we had much more insights on how to improve ourselves, as well as panelists panelists came to know how can they improve, and with the valuable feedbacks they provided for the evaluators as well as the speaker. Can we have a huge round of applause for both the panel moderator and the panelists? Now it's time for me to wind up. We heard a wonderful speech on mentoring, and coming down, we have the great evaluation by two of our members, and then the panel discussion. And now it's time to hear back from our president. Before that, let's have a group photo, and then I'll hand over my stage to president of the club. Can I request moderator to put up on the gallery mode? Yes, fine. Thank you. I request everyone to show the reaction so that I can capture the photograph. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Thank you so much. Now I hand over the stage back to Madam President, Distinguished Toastmaster Jyotika Shetty.
Thank you very much, Srivatsa. Let's give Srivatsa a huge round of applause. What a beautiful meeting it was. And congratulations to all the first-timers who have taken that courage, gathered that courage to come here and speak. To the panel moderator, Distinguished Toastmaster C.K. Bellal, to our new evaluator, Divya D'Souza. I don't know if Divya was evaluating for the first time or it was in Champions, it was the first time. Champions, I know it's the first time, but all right, but I think it is the first time that she's doing it here. So congratulations, Divya. Then I think we had Urmila, ma'am, DTM Urmila, who was the first time panelist rather, in Champions. So congratulations. The rest also, I would congratulate you for the courage you have taken, because I truly appreciate anyone taking that opportunity, making good that opportunity to come here and deliver their best. So congratulations. With that being said, now let me just move on to I hope you had a great time, Dr. Bellal.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. I had cold feet, but now they're warmed up.
Warmed up. All right. All right. Okay. So before we move ahead, I would now like to invite our area director, Toastmaster Sandhya Naik, to say a few words as she's visiting our club as an area director for the area F04. Over to you, Sandhya.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters of Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters Club. First of all, let me congratulate all the speakers, evaluators, and panelists. Ever since I've heard about this club, I was indeed intrigued, as the concept itself was so unique to me. An evaluators club. Wow. Evaluating the evaluator. And when I heard that this club will come under, was going to come under Area 4, I knew that I will definitely visit this club, and the time has come today for me. We all know that in Toastmasters how important evaluation is. And your club has truly brought this to a higher level by having a Champion Evaluators Advanced Toastmasters Club. So I really like this idea. I thoroughly enjoyed today's meeting. I know with Jyotika as the president, the conduct of the meeting will be nothing but meticulously perfect. But with all the stalwart panelists here and the other role takers, it just added a cherry on top. So it was truly a delight to listen to the speaker, as well as the evaluators, as well as the panelists, the moderator. So excellent, because the first time I'm attending a meeting of this kind, because we know other Toastmasters meetings are a bit, or rather this meeting is a bit different than the others. So you all did well. I enjoyed myself, and I think not even a minute went without me listening to each one of you. So all the best, dear champions. May your club thrive and excel at evaluations, because that is what you all aim for. Thank you. Jyotika, over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sandhya. Now that you've enjoyed our meeting so much, the membership is open for you to join our club. We would be more than happy for you to be a part of Champion Evaluators.
I would
However,
say
that's
yes,
not...
yes to that.
She's a VP
membership is waiting.
Yes.
Waiting. Open arms.
Yes. But I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our panelists today, especially Deepa, Distinguished Toastmaster Deepa Surendran. I have known Deepa for many, many years now, because we both come from the same district, in District 127 now, which is 105. And the way Deepa has grown as an evaluator, I think it's amazing. So thank you, Deepa. It is such a pleasure to listen to you and your insights. Thank you very much. You truly take the standard to the next level, and there's so much to learn from you. Thank you. Now it's time for the results. Two things I have to do before I close the meeting. The first one is the results. We had two evaluators today, Radhika and Divya, who were the evaluators. Why is someone presenting? All right, okay. All right. Vatsa just jumped in saying, I want to share the screens. I was a little scared. All right, so the winner for today's evaluation, the winner of today's evaluation, not contest, but segment, is the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Divya D'Souza. Hearty congratulations, Divya. It's your day today. Hearty congratulations. It's the first time, and you take the cake away. Thank you very much. We'll send the certificate via WhatsApp, and please cherish it and share it on social media, and talk about Champion Evaluators too. The next meeting is, like I mentioned earlier, the next meeting will be on a Monday, and October 13th. And this time we have the Moments of Truth. And as you know, Moments of Truth is something that has to be contributed and participated by each and every member. Therefore, I request full attendance for this particular meeting and every meeting, but this particular meeting especially, because we need your insights on how we can grow as a club. Where can we take this club to what heights we can take this club to, and your input is definitely required. And therefore, the Moments of Truth is scheduled for October 13th and at 7 p.m. Our meeting is at 7:30, but we start at 7 p.m. Therefore, please come 30 minutes early so we can start on time and finish on time. I would also request and invite our area director, Toastmaster Sandhya Nayak, to the Moments of Truth. It would be our pleasure, as your attendance or your presence would be required during this particular Moments of Truth. Thank you very much, Sandhya, for your presence in advance.
Thank you.
I would now leave the floor open for another 2 minutes to our members to give your insights or feedback on how did you like the meeting and where do you think we need to improve as far as the meeting is concerned. Who would like to go?
Can I just
yes.
add one thing, Jyotika?
Yes, Ashima. Yes.
The thing is that I delivered speech while standing. It's only my laptop was not working, so I have to put on phone camera. So this is the reason I was very, very close. So just to inform everyone, yes.
Okay. All right. Because I was a bit confused earlier since you were fixing your camera and how suddenly she was actually standing and delivering the project, the speech.
Yes.
All right. Anyone else would like to go? I think DT Murmila, you wanted to say something? All right. DT Maria, you wanted to say something? I saw you. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I was very keenly waiting to log on, but I could not do it in the car as I was traveling from Bantwal to Mangalore. But I did it as soon as I came to reach Mangalore. At that time, the speech was going on, so I was not able to listen to her entire Ashima's entire speech. But I did keenly listen to both the evaluators, and it was good learning for me. And I like this club because there's a lot, it is so different, and it is worth being a member of this club, because as an evaluator, we all need to improve our evaluation so that our speeches become better. Because if we are good evaluators, we will improve on our speeches too, so that our evaluation scores the mark. Thank you. The evaluators, even the panelists, Dr. Ballal did a wonderful job as panel moderator, is it? Yes, he did a very good job. And Srivatsa at the lead, well done. Thank you. And over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, DTM Maria DaCosta. I don't know if you know about it, whether you were there during the voting. The timing, the day has been changed from Thursday to Monday. All our members have voted in favor of changing the day. So I think that would help you to even.
Yes.
Yeah. No more running to Bantwal on a Monday.
Yeah. I immediately opened the calendar and checked. Thank you.
Yeah, be in your own home, UXL Woodhouse.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I would also like to inform you that we are planning to prepare a format. This is to help our members even further. While we like to listen to our evaluators, don't you think it would be also nice to evaluate along the way? And we're trying to guide you by creating a format where each and every member will note down the points that you have noticed or you have observed in the speaker's speech. And we're trying to come up with a format, kind of not a workbook, but it's kind of a format which will be given to you. So please try to make use of it. The idea is to create a pattern or make it easier to imbibe or inculcate that pattern of evaluation in your mind, not to restrict you to be an evaluator, not restricting your evaluation prowess, but to create a guided route to evaluation.
Yeah.
You'll
That
find out
would be
more about
very
it.
good.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
Very good. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So this
Thank
is something
you.
that we felt it would be helpful for our members. So we'll create a format. We'll see how it works. Definitely we'll take input from you depending on how you like it, or you would like to suggest improvements, and then we will see how we can change the format as we go along. So this is one initiative. Also, our VP Education has also posted the groups. Oh, you didn't? That was for me. You posted. All right. But he's at least created.
It was only
Okay,
in
he will be.
it was an XCOM.
All right. So he will be creating. In fact, the group is already created. We're just going to look at it and finalize it. Maybe by tomorrow or day after, we will be posting it. Now, please try to make use of this group. This is mentoring. Now, we had a speaker delivering a project on mentoring. Now, let's just put that into use. The idea is not to just use this 2 hours that we are sitting here for evaluation, but also practice evaluation outside our club meeting. So we become confident evaluators and take up evaluation roles. Today, we heard doctor say that I got a cold feet. Now imagine you practicing it outside the meeting, preparing yourself, and then coming back and delivering it. You'll be much more confident. And I believe this is going to help big time if you're able to make use of this. So please make use of this opportunity where 4 or 5 members get together, practice a speech. There are a lot of speeches available online. Just run one of the speeches. You can also meet offline, deliver a speech, practice evaluation, fail at it, get back again with the feedback, and then win. Rather than winning each and everything, it's always good to know our weaknesses, learn from your peers, and then come back and deliver the speech. So please make use of this group mentoring. I think I've covered all the points that I needed to say.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea.
Provided you make use of it. Yes,
may
ma'am.
I just say that I thought we were more comfortable today than we were the previous time. We are
Yes.
more satisfied with the format, as it were. We don't have grammarians, obviously, so we done away with that. So language is not in question here. So we have to, as you said, practice and be our own grammarians, as it were. And the last thing I would like to say is that this format that you're preparing, I think it would be very special to online meetings. It's no use if the format is dealing with offline meetings.
No, ma'am, you can also use it offline as well because it is an evaluation format.
I know, but the emphasis should be on how we can better online meetings, I feel. I mean, that's my... Because we've all learned on offline meetings. We would like this to have a special sort of...
This format is specifically for evaluation. It is not to conduct the online meeting. So I don't know if anyone has understood it that way.
You said evaluations along the way, a format which uses evaluations along the way.
So what happens is there will be an evaluator, there'll be a speaker who'll speak and designated evaluators. But as an audience, member of the audience, we'll also be evaluating in the form of written evaluation.
Yeah.
So there'll be points that will be mentioned in that format, which will help us to note down those points that otherwise we may have missed. So it is just to draw our attention to those aspects, and over a period of time, we'll get used to that, observing those key points and incorporating it in our evaluation.
To educate ourselves better.
Yeah, better. So let's use the format and let's put our own, we can also take feedback from each other and improve this format in case if it's not working. So let's just start doing it. Yes, Dan.
Yeah, and I have one request, sorry. As the VPM, just don't bang on me to get members. Dear members, you also can pitch in and do something for the club. The VP membership is doing. I'm going to get another member. I'm going to add another member soon by this week. So rest of the members, please do something. Help me. The post.
Yes. We please request, get one guest each time you come for the meeting, and that will be a great way to nurture them and motivate them to join the club in the long run. Because nobody is going to join the club immediately, but over a period of time, yes. Yes, Sandhya.
No, I was just curious, Jyotika, how do you connect this with Pathways, your format?
So we have speeches that we are delivering anyways, right? So that's a part of our Pathways project.
Only one speech in a meeting, is it?
At least for now, because we've just started off, right? We're just 3 months or 4 months old. So eventually in the long run, we may bring in more speeches. But for now, because we have evaluators and we also have panelists, right? And it's an advanced club.
Since your evaluation itself is a speech, so if you had some pathway connected to that would be better, I think.
No, we are following the Pathways program. Just that the focus is on evaluation.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Yeah. Yes, Daryl, you wanted to say something?
Yes. Just wanted to clarify on since distinguished Toastmaster Urmila asked about the format. So it's basically a template to help you analyze the speech better, observe different aspects of the speech, and also the evaluation. So to help you structure your evaluation in a better way. That is the intention. That is one thing. And second is our next meeting is on the 13th. We have the Moments of Truth, which will be followed by our club meeting, and there is something special coming up that day. We don't have a slot for a speaker, but we have slots for evaluations open. More information will come on the group, so stay tuned.
So please don't wait for Daryl to reach out to you for the roles. Please come forward and give your name for the roles, and that will be a better way of running the club. But I know you all are capable of doing things. It's just that some motivation is required. So please come forward and give your names. Do not get a cold feet.
Dr. Singh has put a thumbs up.
All right. So with that, I think it is time for us to adjourn the meeting. So I'd like to now adjourn meeting number 6, and we will now meet on 13th of October for the MOT at 7 p.m. followed by a regular meeting. Thank you very much and good night.
Right.